y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today we're trying pecan brittle. I got inspired to try this recipe through work actually. So I was working in my office one day and like you do when you're in an office setting and it's Christmas time, a lot of times your clients or partners or just different companies in the area will send like Christmas goodies to the office, which is my favorite thing. And so this year we got there's like a little carton of this caramel looking candy, and I was like, huh, what is that? And my coworker was like, oh yeah, that's pecan brittle. We get it all the time. It's so good. I was like, oh wow, okay, cool, let me try it. And y'all, I almost ate the whole thing myself. It was so dang good. And so I was like, okay, I need to find a way to work this into Bakemas. But I don't want to have to go and like do a really complicated process, go get a bunch of like candy thermometers, sit there and boil all day. Like I've got a bunch of stuff that I'm doing. I need a quick recipe to make pecan brittle. And would you know, Pinterest has a solution, as they often do. So I found this recipe for a microwave version that supposedly only takes 15 minutes. So we're gonna test that out. Again, as always, the recipe for this will be in the description. You can follow along with these steps. I'm not sure how it'll turn out yet, but if you want to try it for yourself, you're welcome to do so. But I'm going to get started making pecan brittle. Alright, so step one is actually pretty easy. We're going to take a very highly greased cookie sheet and we're going to pop it in the oven. It says to set your oven to 350 degrees, but it's okay if it doesn't get all the way there. The point is really just to have a warm surface that we're going to pour our pecan brittle onto so that it actually gets to cool properly. Okay, next step. We are going to take, again, in a very greased bowl, we're going to take some sugar and some light corn syrup, and we're going to combine the two together and then pop it in the microwave for 3.5 minutes and continue on with our recipe. Again, this is a very easy recipe with like minute increments in the microwave, so hopefully it'll be nice and quick and tasty. Okay, we're going to be doing a lot of close-up selfie cameras today because there's a lot of going and taking things out of the microwave, adding something, putting it back in the microwave, so this is just easier. But we're going to take our sugar and corn syrup mixture out of the microwave. We're going to add some pecans to that and then pop it back in the microwave for a couple minutes. Quick side note while that's in the microwave. One, the bowl will get very hot, so make sure to use like a towel or a pot holder. Two, the sugar and corn syrup get tacky really quickly, so make sure to stir that up quickly because it will start getting pretty difficult to combine very fast. Quick heads up, this recipe moves very fast, so be prepared. So now we're going to add our baking soda and stir it until it's combined. Oh, okay. So that, ooh, wow. Something about that in my eyes. My eyes do not like that, but it's, as you can see, turning like very foamy all of a sudden. Okay. I think that's what it's supposed to do. So now I'm gonna try and pour it out. Oh my goodness, okay. Woo. I don't know why my eyes don't like that. wondering if I did something wrong, because to me, this seems a little bit dark. Maybe it's supposed to be this dark, but I don't know. Okay, so we're smoothing it out, trying to get it not too thick, but also not too thin. I want it to break apart easily. Let's see. I mean, honestly, it's very easy to do. That's for sure. It's just maybe a little bit stressful. A couple things I'm just gonna say off the bat. You need a big microwave safe bowl for this. So there were several times where the recipe started kind of like bubbling up. Sorry to my husband, it kind of did that in the microwave. Oops, I'll clean it up, I promise. But no, there were a couple times where the recipe started bubbling up and it was just hard. It got, well, one, it kind of spilled over a little bit, but also just now, like, I couldn't really, like maybe stir it as well as I wanted to when it was in this little bowl. I also couldn't really pour it that well because I didn't have that much room to pick it up. But yeah, here's what we have so far. Now all that's left to do is let it cool and see if we can break it into pieces. Let me see if I can spread it a little bit more. Yeah. So I'm going to, I'm not going to put it in the fridge because I don't want it to cool unevenly and maybe cool too quickly. So I'm gonna go set it on a table, let it cool, probably do some cleaning around the house, and then I will check back in and let you know if it works. So, I was in the process of cleaning up and saw some of it had started to harden, so I wanted to go ahead and try it out because I have a sneaking suspicion that I burned it somehow. I know that they said to watch the color, which is something that's hard for me to do really in my own microwave, but I did follow the recipe pretty to the T. So I wanted to try it out before I have this whole pan of burnt brittle. Hopefully it's not burnt, but quick update if you make this. They really mean what they say when they say grease the pan or grease the bowls that you're using it with. Because I might have ruined a bowl, maybe? We can probably get it off, but it's pretty stuck on there. So I'm gonna try this out. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, okay, so here's the issue. It's burnt. Like, texture and consistency is fine, but... And maybe it's because I use pecan pieces instead of halves, but they're like pretty big pieces too. I don't know. But the pecans themselves in the mixture taste, like they don't taste toasted, they taste burnt to me. And so does the sugar, honestly. That's not great. I keep eating pieces of it to see if maybe there are parts I like better, and I don't. So there's that. With that being said, if you have a pecan brittle recipe that you have tried, that you love, or someone that you really trust who is a lot more knowledgeable than me has one that they love, ideally, if it's not that complicated, I might just be trying to simplify something that frankly is just a longer process. But if you do have a simple pecan brittle recipe, I would love to try it, so please comment below and let me know. But that does it for this video. Again, you know, sometimes when you're trying out new recipes, you find things you love, and sometimes you find things that you don't. And sometimes it's a recipe and sometimes it's you. In this case, I don't know which it was. I do think if I'd been able to watch the color a little bit more, that would have helped, but frankly, like, my microwave is not completely like transparent, so I really couldn't have done that one way or another. But you know what, it was fun to test it out, and it gives me more recipes to look up in the future because I'm determined to figure out how to make this at home. because I think if I could, it would be really, really tasty. And I would eat it all the dang time. Ugh. No, that's not good. I'm gonna stop eating it now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I had fun making it. If you want to check out the recipe and see where I may have gone wrong, or give me tips, or maybe try and do it yourself better, as I said before, the recipe will be in the description on my blog. Go ahead and check it out. But we have more bakeness to come, and I will see you then.